It's time for the Mohney Show. High atop the third story of the historic Gibson House overlooking beautiful downtown Centralia. The star of the show, Steve Mohney.
Yes. And welcome to the Mohney Show. Paul, this is actually the post-sick Mohney Show.
The post-illness.
Yeah,
yes.
A little bit of nasal drip still, but I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, and you look good. I noticed a haircut, right? Did that happen?
It's a big haircut.
A big haircut.
It's pretty tight around the ears, isn't it?
Yeah, I see you got your summer haircut in December. That's good planning on that.
Well,
I like that.
I thought that, usually you'd like to keep warm, especially during the lighted tractor parade that's coming up on Saturday. But I thought, I'll just cut all my hair off, and that way I'll freeze.
Yeah, and teach yourself a lesson.
Yeah, thanks to my this is my daughter-in-law, Lindsay. This is Steven's wife. She said, "Hey, you know what? You want a haircut?" And I said, "That's not a bad idea."
Yeah.
So it was an impromptu haircut.
All right. Well,
But at this age, I'm just glad to have the hair.
Pretty sure Wally gave the beaver an impromptu haircut in one of those episodes. So
That was the beaver gave himself a haircut.
Oh, was that? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just chopped it all up. Anyway, it's been a busy weekend. You've been out and about all over the place. Husky Stadium over the weekend. It's like you slept there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to run down on what happened. You were there. The entire Eli Sports team was there. Ron Hall was there taking notes. And It was a team effort. Only I was at home trying to recoup, which I think I did. So give us an update.
You did, of course. And now we can officially say that the fall high school sports season is in the books.
Yep. And
is over. And 6 state champion football teams. We started on Friday with the 1Bs, which is the 8-man.
Okay.
That was Liberty Bell, and that was Wilbur, Creston, Keller. 3 small towns that combined together to have one football team. So Liberty Bell won. They were defending champions. They defended their title. Then the next up was 1A, Royal. They took on Lakeside, 9 Mile Falls out of the Spokane area.
Okay.
And Royal rolled in that one. It's their 12th state championship, their 4th in a row.
Wow.
This is their 14th appearance in the state championship. And what is fascinating about this run, 12 state championships, 11 different opponents. They only played one team twice in that. And then, 14 championship appearances, 12 different opponents. So they only faced Connell twice in the championship and won both.
Right. Both
of their losses, 1994 and 2012, to the Montesano Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs.
So interesting.
Yeah.
Only beating Connell twice, but 2 losses. And again, 1994 and 2012. So it wasn't like one team got on a roll and won two years in a row, which is usually what happens.
Right.
So far apart, it was the same team. So interesting on that. Then on Friday night, the 3A, Bellevue and Yelm.
Yep.
Yelm, the defending champions. A little incident early on. Tempers flared. One of the players that they really needed, Yelm, then had to leave the game for the rest of the game. And Bellevue just grinded out a 14-0 win. So Bellevue knocked off Yelm. Then on Saturday, it was interesting. We had each game was the 1 seed versus the 2 seed.
Okay.
And the 2 seed ran the table.
Yep.
Beat the 1 seeds across the board. We started with the 2Bs. Napavine was the 1 seed. And Okanagan, the 2 seed. This was the only rematch from last year in the championship game. And Okanagan got their revenge, knocked them off 28-24. It was a really good game. Came down to the last play, and Okanagan able to pull that out.
Napavine wanted to celebrate during the parade too, because they had their Christmas parade. In the afternoon, and they were hoping for a
double celebration there. Yeah, they should still celebrate.
Absolutely.
Great. I mean, they ended up I think 11-2 on the year.
That's the celebration,
like that.
Right there is that the kids win.
Yeah,
Husky Stadium, man.
Husky Stadium. It was a great experience for them, no doubt. The next game was the 2A, The only game that did not have the defending champion in it, two new ones in there, and it was Anacortes and and Tumwater. Tumwater, the number 1 seed, Anacortes, the number 2 seed. The fascinating thing, if you don't know, Anacortes just 5 years ago canceled their varsity football program. They didn't have any kids. They only had 2 juniors.
Oh, wow.
They allowed them to go and play at Mount Vernon so they could play on a team. They only had JV and freshman or C team.
Okay.
And throw in the pandemic year on top of that.
5 years ago?
5 years ago. And in 5 years, they have turned that program around not only to be a very good team, but they rolled 60-30.
Whoa!
In that game, state champions, their first ever football state championship. And so Anacortes pulled that off. And then in the finale, the 7 o'clock Saturday night game, that was the 4A. Lake Stevens took on Graham Kapowson. Graham Kapowson, the number 1 seed. Lake Stevens, the defending champs. They were the 2 seed. And apparently a little annoyed that they were the 2 seed as the defending champs.
Well, you want to be there.
And not the 1 seed.
And
so the Vikings ran right through everyone, and they claimed the championship.
Well, they were mad.
They were, absolutely.
That's what you got to, if you're going to be playing football, you
got to get a little mad.
You got to get a little bit riled up there.
You got to get riled up.
We're the second seed. We're really mad.
Yes, exactly. It was such a slap in the face to be the 2 seed out of 16 teams.
But they showed them.
They did, and they did.
And I have a question here. What's it like to be up there with all the different teams? It doesn't matter, what school you're from, but that's got to be just really something to be playing in Husky Stadium. I mean, huge place.
Huge place. It is. It's
good
so much good vibes. Our broadcast, if a lot of people don't know, when we get to this point, we bring in the Vancouver Public Schools program.
Okay.
Nick, who runs that, and they set up, I think he had 6 or 7 cameras, all kids running the cameras, all kids directing, running the graphics, the replays, everything. Nick oversees that. And then what we've been doing as well is inviting other video production classes. So there were all the Vancouver kids from Skyview and Columbia River and all the schools down there. But they invited kids came up from Shelton. There were some from Anacortes as well, and some other. So, spreading it out and trying to get more kids and more programs involved in the actual production.
Nice.
Sometimes we get a complaint or two. Oh, this isn't professional, and well, it's part of the high school experience.
Yes.
And as you know, a lot of our broadcasters and people that work for us are young folks just out of college, trying to find a place to work and keep going.
And that's the thing. I mean, you're giving them that kind of the inside scoop, giving them some
just a place to go, to keep working at it. And folks, look, we're no spring chickens.
No, we're not.
We came up in media, and the training grounds are disappearing.
It's a lot better. You used to be able to go in the middle of the night, and you could you could be on the radio, and nothing was automated at that point. I mean, some were, but it was crude automation. Of tapes and stuff like that. So you had to be there to babysit it. I mean, everybody walks away now, and there are very, very few shows across the country. I mean, it doesn't matter what country or what company you're working for. It's all automated. So it's nice that you provide that.
Yeah, we have that. And again, I want to hold on this just for a second, and just folks. I started in 1988. KQEU radio on Yelm Highway in Olympia. It's a 5,000 watt daytime station, 500 watts at night, or when the sun went down.
Very well.
Yeah, they did it, and we were never supposed to make money, but that was another thing. We're supposed to be about even, is what they really wanted. But when I started there, it's a standalone AM station in 1988.
Right.
We had morning show host and who was the program director. The midday guy was also the production director.
Yep.
Then the afternoon guy. The evening guy was also the music director.
Yep.
And an overnighter. We had 3 people. We had 2 anchors doing the news and a third one that would come in and out and fill in or do some assigned stories. 5 to 8 part-timers.
Yep.
We had 8 salespeople full time,
Wow.
a sales director or manager, a GM, our money lady, and a receptionist.
Yeah, that's a lot of people on staff.
One standalone AM station,
Right.
and they were all over.
Yeah.
Everywhere, not just here, all over the country. Virtually all gone.
Oh, almost. You in some areas have 1 to 2 people,
Yeah,
maybe 3
yeah.
in multi-station buildings, 7 stations, 1 building.
Yes. Hey, come look at our stations. You'll look at 6 closets and a production
Hey,
room.
hold on a second here. I've actually got a picture of a radio station.
Here
Here it is, folks.
That's about it nowadays. Yeah.
Sadly.
You know, and then when I worked at Emerald Downs in the mid-'90s and working with a lot of the Seattle radio stations, every single station had their own morning show.
Oh, absolutely.
Not a DJ. It was a crew.
Yeah.
They had at least 3 people and a news person, and metro traffic was. You had all these elements.
Yep.
It's all gone.
Yeah, it's all
all gone.
It's changed over the years, big time. I mean, everything's changed.
Now, the flip side, as a friend of ESN, is Bob Rondo, the former voice of the Husky
Right.
football, of course. The reason I know him is because he's a horse owner and he loves racing, and that's where I met him, is at Emerald Downs. And
Oddly, you were at a horse racing.
oddly, I was, and still go there on a regular basis.
If you know
And,
Bob,
and Bob is
that's
back
great.
in. He goes, I keep trying to get him out of retirement. Why don't you come call a game here? We didn't do it in your old broadcast booth. He thought about it this year.
Yeah.
But he goes, no. He says it's time. But when he retired, he basically said, look, it's good and bad. He says, for me, it's time for me to go. They want me to do Twitter and online stuff and write stuff. The days of just being a big old
On-air talent
or play-by-play guy where
Yep.
you just did that, came and did the games and some of the other things, and
Yeah.
that was just those aren't
They're
in the
gone.
cards anymore.
Yeah.
It's different. It's all being different. So we're all trying to figure that out. And so that's where Eli Sports. So again, we're not professional, and we're not going to be.
Quite frankly, I forgot because I'm not a professional.
That's right. We never have been.
Oh, that's what we're talking about.
Never have been.
No, but you can get your feet wet. You can learn more about the business. You go to WSU like Matthew did, and then you come back and you can get a lot of experience, doing what he's doing with you guys.
Steve, and absolutely. But you're also learning it.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
this is episode 9 of a whole new way of doing live. It's not live, of course. It's podcast. We are going to be doing some live stuff that we're going to talk about.
That, yeah.
But the way media is done now, as I say, I think that for some reason people enjoy some of our, talking back and forth and talking local stuff and things that people are familiar with.
Right.
And they like that. So the product really isn't different. The delivery system is different.
It is.
And so for guys that have been in one delivery system forever, trying to get used to the new one, I know that was a huge challenge for me. It remains a challenge. That challenge never goes away, and you're starting to see that too.
I'm lost most of the time, folks. I'm doing everything different, but certainly have a good support sidekick here that keeps encouraging me to do these things. So, everything is changed. You can change, or you can get out of it, or whatever.
Well, the thing is, and this is the key, is everything else changed except what you're doing right now, and that's what you love and enjoy and want to do. I do enjoy
that. Well, I'll tell you what, I like talking about Lewis County events and the folks in Lewis County. I love being out and about, seeing just everybody. I've met so many people out doing remotes over the last 20 some years here. And they're good personal friends. I just love being out and rubbing elbows with everybody.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of fun. And I think if you can do that and and make a career out of it. It's just like you're doing one of your favorite things. You're
absolutely.
A sports guy
Yep.
and a writer. You do that and fulfill that whole want there for everybody. Oh, I wonder what's going on with this team, and you can give them the lowdown on that. So it's pretty cool.
It's fun, and I know Lewis County, and I know Thurston County, Southwest Washington. Just being able to talk about going to the beach, going down to Long Beach, trips up to Seattle to see a concert, or to Husky Stadium for state football. Which, by the way, I have to check our viewership numbers. I think they're up.
Yes.
From last year, but more importantly, overall attendance seems to be up at the state championship games this year as well. And as we say, we hope that anyone who subscribes to the NFHS and watches this bring you these games, we hope that you take advantage of that when you can't get to the games.
Right.
We still encourage you, want you to go to the games. Without people in the stands, there's no high school sports.
No, absolutely.
So you got to go to the games. And I'd much rather have people go to the games than sit at home and watch us.
And it's all about the excitement, too. I mean, it's super cool for the kids that are playing in the games to be able to go back and watch a rerun.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
It's like, hey, check this out.
Which guys our age are now coming, hey, did you know I can go to the game, go back and watch it? I go, yeah.
I'll tell you what, there's this thing. I was watching this old David Letterman interview, and he's interviewing Bill Gates. And Bill Gates, this is like in 1994, 95 maybe, and Bill Gates says, we're gonna televise this, but it's gonna be, online. And Letterman's like, he's gonna, what, you mean on the internet? And Bill Gates is like, yes, so we're gonna stream this. And David Letterman's like, that's fascinating, Bill Gates. Something pops into my head called radio. They can see it too.
Yeah.
You mean like on TV? And over that, 26, 7, whatever, 8 years or whatever, boy, things have completely
in a hurry.
Sad to say, because I mean, I'm an old television news hobbyist guru.
Hey,
I changed so much.
The thing I missed the most, and what I really enjoyed about this business, was being on radio.
Yeah.
Where you had to rely on me to paint the picture of what was happening, tell the story, have in doing sports, having Joe Sports, my analysts and color commentators and people on the sideline, and being able to do that. I do miss that a lot. That was, to me, that was the fun part of radio, of being able to do that. The theater of the mind is what they called radio.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now you can see everything at virtually instantaneous.
I know, and I would say a lot of the stuff, there's a good number of things, and we're not trying to sit here and bitch about the,
no.
But I'm just saying that,
it's different.
A lot of the stuff that you get online, I don't care where it's from, might not be that factual. And that's what I miss about, fact checking everything over and over to make sure, it couldn't ever air unless it was completely 100%, factual.
Yeah, unnamed sources were unheard of.
Yeah, exactly.
Unheard of. Get a source.
Paul, we've got lots more to talk about, so stay there. I know you're not.
A lot of Christmas stuff coming up.
Exactly, and I know neither one of us are going to actually get up because we don't want to. But we will be back with more right after this.
Point S Centralia OK Tire is a proud sponsor of high school sports and wishes all teams good luck during the postseason. With the playoffs starting, that means the weather is changing, and that means tough driving conditions with ice, rain, and snow. Point S Centralia OK Tire invites you to stop by and have your vehicle checked so you're ready for winter driving. Studded snow tires, studless snow tires, and tire chains are in stock and ready to put on whatever you drive, and with a warranty good at over 200 locations. Point S Centralia OK Tire, 1741 Harrison Avenue in Centralia.
The real estate market is changing, and John L. Scott can answer your questions with a free market analysis. If you're a homeowner, it's really important to get a current market analysis. It only takes a few minutes of your time and contains valuable information about your biggest investment. This might be the year to make a move and take advantage of this market. For your free market analysis, see Laura Lee today at John L. Scott, 900 West Main in Centralia. Nationally known and locally owned, Southwest Washington is home to 6 locally owned Napa stores, providing you with the best quality parts and services you need. With fast access to an inventory of over 400,000 parts, with ASE certified parts specialists ready to help, it's no wonder so many do-it-yourselfers count on Napa Auto Parts. Visit Wilson's Napa Auto Parts in Centralia, Chehalis, Rochester, Tenino, Castle Rock, and the heavy-duty and wholesale location on State Avenue in Chehalis, or go to wilsonnapa.com.
And we're back with segment 2 of the Mohney Show, and there's so much to talk about. I mean, the holiday season is in full swing. Last Saturday, downtown Chehalis, the big Santa parade. Before that, and of course, the Santa breakfast. Put my glasses on here to do the recap.
I have not seen a Santa parade in decades.
Really?
Yeah.
I try and go every year.
You know why?
Why?
State championship football is always on that Saturday.
That's right.
So unfortunately, I don't get to see that one.
As you did, we were the hosts or whatever of the Santa parade. We got
I think I did that one year, and they asked me never to come back. That might have been Mayor Ketchum at the time.
That's funny too, because he actually kind of likes you.
At times.
Anyway, the Santa parade in downtown Chehalis last Saturday, and before that, the Santa breakfast. So it's all perfect, and I love it every year. I looked at the forecast. I'm like, oh boy, this is going to be one of those years where you just put a garbage bag over your body.
Yeah.
But it held off, Paul, and it was quite nice actually. So the whole, the parade got underway. It was underway. It looked like a couple minutes early, maybe just a tad bit before 11 o'clock. Great parade, and you had your Grand Marshal Terry Harris. He's like Father Christmas in Chehalis.
Oh yeah,
he's the one that puts the gingerbread house up over by the Chehalis Safeway and all the Christmas decorations and just.
I gotta say, and a very unique gingerbread house. I've never seen a gingerbread house with a mullet. But in Chehalis,
I cannot believe that he worked that in there.
He did.
He asked me if he could borrow an '86 Z28 to park out. I know he did. But
quick note from your producer: the Santa breakfast is actually this coming Saturday.
Oh, Santa breakfast this coming Saturday. That's from Jill, our producer here.
Oh, good. So really?
And that will be for the Chicago Way Guild to benefit the Marybridge Brigade, and that is at the Moose Lodge.
At the Moose Lodge.
Did they change it?
Yep, got changed. So Santa breakfast this Saturday at the Moose Lodge.
Even though the gingerbread house does have that mullet feel to it. I'm joking with you, Terry.
Yes, of course.
And he didn't ask to borrow an '86 Camaro.
Okay,
but
on record.
On record. Yes. But hey, Jill, our producer, she says that the Santa breakfast is actually. Did they change it?
Yes.
Because it used to be before the parade.
It did. It used to be the Saturday of the Chehalis parade at the Methodist Church. It's now at the Moose Lodge.
Okay, so it's this coming Saturday, and that's the 9th, right?
Yes.
And it's at the Moose Lodge.
So the Moose Lodge, and so now it's before the lighted tractor parade.
Well, yeah, but it's a breakfast, so you'll be digested by the time you get to the tractor parade.
Right. Well,
okay. Anyway, I had a good time at the Santa parade. Lots of floats, lots of candy. The kids loved it. Got to go down there with my 2 grandsons, Ezra and the Micah Mohney, and their beautiful mother. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. And of course, Santa came at the end there, and right when Santa came through on the fire truck, it starts to pour down rain. It was absolutely perfect timing. I couldn't believe it. So, yeah, but you had everything going on in downtown Chehalis. There was hot cocoa and all that stuff. It's one of my favorite things to do, Paul.
Well, it sounds like, a perfect Santa parade. And again, now we know I haven't missed the breakfast with Santa yet.
You haven't.
That's good news.
Although I'm not sure how happy they're going to be to see us when we walk up to the front door. Oh, you two guys again. Those are good breakfasts.
They're as happy to see us walk through the door as the folks at the country buffet. They say, this is going to be a loser day for us.
I have not been to a buffet since way before COVID. And then
Oh,
they just kind of did away with
Yeah,
all that,
yeah.
well, what's wrong with it? I want to breathe on that salad. How's it going there? Okay, so this coming Saturday, not only do you have the Santa breakfast at the Moose Lodge, but you also have the Light a Tractor Parade. And
Yeah.
this has grown into this has a mind of its own, I guess.
It
This
does,
thing's
yeah.
huge, and we're going to do a couple of different things. In fact,
Just today we figured this out.
yeah,
How
just
about
today.
that?
So our producer, we'll call her Jill.
Yes.
I think we'll wander around on Locust, Centralia College Boulevard, and kind of get an idea of what's going to be in the parade. And of course, this time of the year it's dark at 3:25 in the afternoon, so we'll head down there about that time and just kind of see if we can get some words from some people. Hey, how long did it take you to put this thing together? How many lights do you have on this certain float here? And it'll be live, right?
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. It'll be live on our Facebook, Twitter,
Possibly even YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah.
That's going to be fun.
That's what Jill does. She
She's-
hooks that all up. And
she
so
will-
all you have to do is talk like you normally do.
Okay, because the live thing's really what I dig.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's going back.
You dig it, huh?
I dig it, man. So, I like to talk like I still live in 1975. Of course, if you talk to my kids,
Far out.
yeah, it's very groovy. That's the early 70s, isn't it?
You might also note this is a very full parade. They're completely full with all registrations for floats.
I can't hear what you're saying.
A full parade, completely full.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
No more.
I didn't know that there was a limit on how many you can get.
I don't know what that number is.
You don't
but
know
they're
that?
full.
And it
It's
looks
full.
like the forecast
Which, if you don't know,
is what?
yeah, what the number is of it being full,
Folks, he's going to say something. I just have a feeling here. This is going to be profound.
then virtually any amount that you had
Yeah.
would be filled.
10 entries. Sorry, folks.
Folks,
Huh?
the moose out front
They-
should have told you.
they're closed. The
Park's
moose house-
closed.
Yeah, park's,
So,
sorry, folks. Park's closed. So, no, but this thing always has
yeah.
how many entries usually? I mean, there's over 80, isn't there?
There has to be.
Something like that.
It's got to
So,
be 80 or to 100.
We'll wander down on Centralia College Boulevard and take a look, and I'm looking forward to that. That'll be a good time. Again, even after the parade, tons of stuff going on. Stores are open late, but with all that being said, I did want to touch base on our holiday concert
Yes.
right now. This is going to be a great show. Tickets are on sale right now. Paul, I'll hand it over to you for the Ty Herndon holiday show.
The Ty Herndon Holiday Show coming Wednesday, December 20th. Kids are out of school. 7:30 is showtime over at the Hub, the Sports Northwest.
You don't know
Sports
where we're
Hub?
at. Yeah, something.
Northwest Sports.
I always
guess.
get there's too many words. It throws me off.
Me
The
too.
Hub. Over the Hub. Next to
Well,
Tiger
no,
Stadium.
it's not. Yeah, it's not because the hub technically is closed next to the tower.
Well, see, and they have
There
now
you go.
lost that name.
There's
They've
the
lost that
Northwest.
moniker.
Exactly.
Yes.
Rename it.
Yes.
The Northwest Sports Hub. Yeah, it's going to be a great show. And again, the tickets are on sale right now. But we're into December, so this is full on.
This is.
If you don't have your lights on your house, put them up.
It's time to do it. It's
Yeah.
time to get things done. This is going to be a great show, and we're doing it as a fundraiser for Centralia Youth Sports.
Yep.
CYS was created as a nonprofit. Was created when the levy failed for a second time in 4 years. That has deeply impacted the sports program at
Huge.
Centralia. But CYS covers K through 12. So this funding goes to this group that's trying to keep as many sports available. However, some through just intramural style, others helping the high school teams continue.
Keep it
You know,
going.
most, if not all, transportation has been discontinued, things like that. So it's an issue. Most of the coaches are being paid half of what they normally, or for free. A lot of them still coaching for free, and that's a lot of time that they're putting in. And so, if we can get this thing, we only have 600 seats to sell out.
Yeah.
600 seats to sell out. We did open a couple of general admission bleacher seats, bleacher sections. So there's 680 with those. It's going to be a tremendous show. Ty's going to be here with a full band. And it is a very family-oriented show. Kids will love it. He sings nothing but traditional Christmas carols.
Yeah, it's going to be full stage.
Yep.
For Pacific Stage up in Olympia, decorated. It's just going to be a very festive atmosphere. Again, I mean, we're talking about kids right through, grandma. And get the entire family together and come on down and see your neighbors. Celebrate the holiday season. They'll have vending, and if you're going to have a glass of wine or whatever, then you can run upstairs and do that.
Yep.
And I'm really looking forward to it. Plus, the big guy is going to be there too.
The big guy is there. I know Steve has an inside connection with Santa.
Yeah.
And you've made it possible for him to be there. Interrupt his schedule.
He was very busy.
Yes.
And in fact, I think Mrs. Claus, she's going to be in kind of the outskirts, I guess. She'll be watching
in the outskirts.
Well, she'll be keeping an eye on Santa.
Well, and just
But
rumor has it that Mrs. Claus might look a lot like our host, Steve, but
I'd like to think Mrs. Claus looks a little not so handsome. I'll tell you what, there, Santa, you got one handsome wife.
Yes. Well,
you're getting a lump of coal this year.
The North Pole is tough on you.
It is. Well, all that traveling too. Hey, have you seen the Christmas Chronicles? You haven't seen that show?
No.
Kurt Russell. He's Santa.
Oh no.
It's on Netflix, or it's all over the place. Anyway, have you seen it?
No.
Well, you haven't seen that. You've got
I'm going to
kids.
have to watch it with my kids, yeah.
Yeah, watch that one. There's two of them, actually, because this one was from a couple of years ago. It's really good.
Okay.
Yeah, of course, I watched Chevy Chase again. Christmas Vacation.
Can't do that. Nope.
Why?
Christmas Eve. That's when we watch it. Once a year. That's it.
I drive the entire family crazy. I turned TBS. Oh, no, I don't have TBS anymore. What am I going to do? Because I have the DVD of A Christmas Story.
Hit it on replay.
But I feel that I have to have the network playing it for me because I want to sit through 15 minutes of commercials an hour.
Can we stream it on the Eli Sports YouTube channel, and so he can run it as a network program?
There's some kind of a copyright thing there. I don't know.
Hey, play
it's holiday season. Okay.
So one other thing about the lighter tractor parade, we're still working on some details, but we believe during the parade we will have a little table right at the bottom stairs of our office. We are right next to O'Blarney's.
Yep.
And we will have a place where you can sign up to win some tickets to the show.
Yes.
We'll have some. I'll show you how to get your tickets if you're having trouble with that.
Right.
But again, this is to benefit Centralia Youth Sports. So
yeah, we'll just have some information. Good time to chat with folks. Wish them a happy holiday season.
Yeah, absolutely.
And again, we'll be over there live on Locust on Centralia College Boulevard. The preview and really.
Yeah, we'll probably do some live shots. Later that night too.
And anything can happen at that point.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean,
you and Jill wandering up and down
nothing,
the parade.
Nothing will go wrong there, will it?
Whoa.
Again, tickets. If you want to buy them right now during this broadcast, the easiest way to find them.
Easiest way to find them right now is to go to elisportsnetwork.com.
Okay.
And a big something that we don't do very often. We don't do this very often, but a pop-up ad that says Ty Herndon Show. Just click on that. That'll take you right to where you get tickets. By the way, tickets are $40 to $60 for the 600 on the floor.
Yep.
Again, 600 seats, folks. You're going to be close no matter where.
Not
a bad seat in the house.
This is really going to be a great show.
The two bleacher sections that are open, those are general admission, so it's first come, first serve, and so there's 40 per bleacher. Those are $35.
There you go.
So $35 to $60. You can't get. I mean, this is again Grammy nominated, 5 number 1 country hits in his career, 20 plus charted singles. This is a legitimate Nashville artist, Nashville artist coming with a full band, and he does a tremendous Christmas show.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Yep, exactly.
I just wanted to say that. No, this is going to be, one of those things where you can show up, you can do the show with your entire family, hit the Forest Park lights, probably, I would say before. The show, they'll be closed when the show wraps up.
When do they close?
5 to 9 weekdays.
Okay, yeah.
So or not weekdays, excuse me, 5 to 9 daily.
Daily, okay.
For the Forest Park lights. There's a lot of stuff to do there during the holiday season. Nutcracker's coming up. We'll talk more about that and some other stuff coming up next. Stay with me, or stay with us, actually. It's the Mohney Show. And we are back with the Mohney Show.
Yeah, it's an early Christmas edition almost.
It is. And the thing that I like about this is we're taping the show high above the entire city of Centralia.
High above the lighted tractor parade route is where we're doing this.
This is going to be a great time. And the forecast, again, it does look really wet. It's been wet all week. But who cares?
Yeah. We're recording this on Monday, so it could change.
It could change, but it's so much fun. The kids love it. A lot of folks come home for the holidays just to check in with mom and dad and the family and go down to the lighted tractor parade. If you can, go a little bit early and have dinner downtown.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Enjoy those restaurants. There's so many different beautiful places to eat at.
And as you mentioned, I think Jill told us that many or most of the businesses are going to stay open as late as midnight.
Yeah.
Yes, midnight.
Yeah. Most will be open
Midnight
until they say 8, but a few till midnight. So you can browse. And I've seen some stuff in Windows. I just saw this. It was about a week ago, but I saw something actually, and I thought of you. So I'm going to have to.
Next week.
Yeah,
we're going to do a whole segment on gift giving.
Yes,
because I have some problems with you people,
and we'll have a Festivus poll in here. Hopefully, I'm working on a Festivus poll because I got a lot of grievances. I'll tell you what, I got so many grievances right now. We're going to put that Festivus poll up, and it's going to be so. You're not going anywhere. Yeah. Sit down.
Yes, exactly. And
Frank
then we're going to wrestle as we fade out. That's going to be the episode.
Absolutely. and we'll also have. I don't know where to go.
There you go. Hey, I did this last year. Tony and we did not get our decorations up.
How come?
Because we're after we have semifinal football after Thanksgiving, and then that Sunday after Thanksgiving is when we usually put it up. But last year it was pouring down; it was just blistering rain. We didn't, and then we have to get in. So we weren't going to do it on the 9th or whatever. It's just too late. We're done. We're not going to put them up this year.
You got to do it.
We got them up this year.
Oh, good.
So we have a live Christmas tree outside.
Right.
We have another one that we planted. We bought a live one several years ago.
Okay.
Never did bring it in the house.
Oh, you did.
So now we planted it, and now it's grown.
Okay.
So we have that one decorated.
Yeah.
We put another one up there.
Right.
We got a reindeer. We got a big snowman. We got lights everywhere. And then I build an outdoor fireplace, and we hang stockings around it. And when you drive by our house at night, there's a live, real fire burning in the fireplace with the stockings hung by.
Who'd have thought? Producer Jill, what do you think about that?
Were you going for an award I'm not aware of?
Well, you know what? There's a contest.
Yeah, we win the contest every year. It's our own. So we run our own contest, and oddly,
your own contest.
We are undefeated.
Are you keeping up with the Joneses?
If you look at our street, you will know where we live.
I think he's surpassed.
No one else does a thing.
When I was a little kid, we lived out on Johnson Road, and my dad made a Santa Claus that appeared to be upside down, appeared to be going down the chimney.
Oh, yeah.
It was a big, this is back in the 60s.
Man.
And the Chronicle had a big contest. And my dad, it was I think he won first or second place, but you know what the prize was?
What?
A blender. Yeah, that's good
Next
stuff.
year, let's write it down. Next year, the Mohney Show is going to do a house decoration contest, and we're giving away a blender.
I've always wanted to. Well, maybe not give away a blender, but I've always wanted to do.
No, we're going to give away a blender.
The decoration contest.
It's going to be the Ninja blender. We're going to give away a blender.
Those things are wicked.
I have always wondered. You know what? Like, especially for the PUD and Centralia City Light, why don't they run a contest like that and say, hey, if you win, we're going to take $100. You get a free month of electricity or something like that.
I've got the perfect contest. You can see how fast you can get the meter to go.
Exactly.
How much can you rack up in a single 20-day period?
Yeah, exactly.
If you're the highest, it has to be residential, and you have to have. You can't run the washing machine like continuously,
right,
or whatever, the dryer. But it has to be, Christmas decorations,
right, exactly.
And then maybe you win, like you said,
a month off your bill, $200 off your bill, or something.
Yeah,
like
maybe they can just.
If you have 100 families that are running up their bill, $200 off of one of them is it's a gain.
Absolutely.
I should be in charge of City Light during December.
We'll have to talk with a couple of the people over there. No, you're not going to do anything. Not at all. That's two more things here. I did get a couple of things decorated outside. I'm amazed at how many light strands it actually takes to decorate anything and make it look halfway decent. I've got this big Christmas tree out front. This is kind of a funny story about the Christmas tree. Years ago, my oldest son Steven took this branch that blew in from the forest next door, shoved it in the ground, and just thought it was funny. And I just left it there. Well, now it's a Christmas tree. It seriously just grew into a tree. Yeah. So I'm out there trying to decorate that thing, and I've got a little bit of it done, but it's like 20 feet tall now. So I'm going to make a hole out there doing all this stuff.
Do you have a lighted reindeer?
Oh, it's not attractive.
A lighted reindeer? Or a lighted snowman?
No, you win. I'm not going to try and compete. I have a Grinch, though, that I made out of a 4x8 sheet of plywood a long time ago.
Although I have to admit, I saw this. I think it was on Facebook. And it's like a Christmas vacation home.
Yeah.
And the neighbor had a lighted sign that said "Ditto" with an arrow pointed next door. I like that.
I like that a lot.
That's good work.
At the end of the year, you walk out, you take that, you put it in the garage.
Yeah, done. Exactly.
Chevy Chase is over here. Clark Griswold's trying to take down the 4th trillion lights that he put up. See, that's the thing that I don't like. I don't like taking that stuff down.
We do it either on Christmas Day or the day after. It's done.
Done?
Done, down, and out.
It'd be nice if somebody could come by and steal them all.
Have you seen the Grinch displays?
Your lights, they're gone. No, I'm just...
No. Like the plywood Grinch, though, that you put up, and he looks like he's taking your Christmas
decorations.
Oh, yeah. That's all you put up.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's not bad either.
That's a pretty good idea. Okay, last thing here. Should we go to a break?
No, let's do it.
Okay, let's just wrap it up here. I did want to mention the Nutcracker being presented for umpteenth year by the Southwest Washington Dance Center. You can get your tickets at swwdance.org. I did that for so many years. I remember that. It comes up on December 14th through the 17th, Corbett Theater, Centralia College. And we hope to have some of the folks that are doing that coming here before that happens.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
that's going to have to be real soon because, things are...
We got that coming. We also got to make arrangements. We got to jump on the line and talk with Ty.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ty Herndon as well.
We will talk
have him
Ty
on the
Herndon.
show.
Yeah, we'll do that and get his take on the whole thing. And I am super excited about not only him coming, but a full band.
Yeah, full band.
These guys out of Nashville are just the best musicians to watch. So don't miss out on this, folks. Don't be a procrastinator. Great holiday show. You don't have to do anything. Buy a ticket and come in and join.
Yep, there you go. That's all you have to do.
There. Okay, that's it as far as the Mohney Show this week. Again, we've got all kinds of stuff coming up on Saturday. We'll be live from Locust. No, not the Locust.
Yes.
In Centralia College Boulevard.
Yes.
I'll have my producer. He named her Jill.
You did.
I didn't name her Jill.
Jill. Yeah.
Now it's set. It's done. It's recorded.
Yeah.
How about
Jill?
Ted?
Yeah. You know what? Jill may be replaced next week. You never know. Laura is standing in the wings.
Oh,
she's
is?
next. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
Back on Saturday, live. First time we're going to be live on the Mohney Show. That's going to be fun. Or It'll be fun. It's just might be riddled with mistakes. But
Don't say or.
Anyway, good time. Hope you guys have a great day today. That is it for the Mohney Show.